What's up, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so sorry, as I was getting started, I got a message from someone trying to buy a book, but let me put that down. I'll get to it after this live. But welcome back to my channel. If you don't know who I am PEEMATHIS, the accountant, and my channel was created to help you build a better financial future. Now, if you have not already purchased my Building Business Credit book, if you're a business owner, you want to go ahead and grab that so you can start building business credit, which will also help you build a better financial future. The link to that book is in the description. If you are interested in learning how to gain passive income, create passive income for yourself, that link to that book is in the description as well. And if you are a business owner and you want to learn how to use video marketing, kind of something like what I'm doing now to grow your business and get paid for it, you want to get my video marketing book that will help you get started. And that link is in the description. Now, today we're going to be talking about pulling your annual credit report once a week because you can do this for free. And I'm going to just show you how to do that. I'm going to walk you through it. If you have any questions, just stop me and ask, and then I'll answer your question. Now, before we get started, I want to make sure you guys can hear me and I'm not talking to myself. So if you can hear me, if you don't mind, go ahead and put I can hear you in the comments, and then we will get started. Now, for those of you, I'll wait for you guys to put the comments in there. For those of you that are interested in the Airbnb industry, so many of you have been messaging me and saying, hey Jennifer, thank you for letting me know you can hear me. So many of you have been messaging me about what is my take on you getting into the Airbnb industry. So what I'm going to do, which is a passive income, we always talk about passive income. I'm actually going to be creating a new book for you guys so that you guys can read it, have it at your fingertips, and kind of understand the industry a little bit more. So give me some time. I'm hoping that I'll have it done for you guys by the end of the month. I'm working on it. I'm working on the cover now. So I'm going to put all that information in there for you guys. You can buy that and you can read it at your leisure if you want to get into the Airbnb industry. So I am listening to you guys' questions. I am reading your emails. I am reading your inbox. Another thing you guys asked me about was the vending machine business. So I'm going to work on writing a write-up for that as well, so you guys can have that at your fingertips, and I'll let you know when I'm finished with that. What else did you guys ask me to do? Oh, and then you guys asked me about the post that I put out, if when you get your tax return, to go and buy a photo 360 booth, right? You want to go and get that booth. I personally am an investor in someone that has a 360 booth. So what I would do is kind of get some information together how they started that, so that I can give that to you, because you definitely want to look into using that to also gain some income into your house. So all you got to do is go ahead and buy that 360 photo booth and then start renting it out. That is a very quick way for you to start bringing in some additional cash if that's something that you're trying to do. All right. So now that Jennifer let me know that you guys can hear me, let me go ahead and pull up my screen so you guys can see what I'm talking about far as the free annual report that you should be pulling every week. And it is free, guys. So I want you guys to be pulling it, looking at it. If you come across something that you're not familiar with or you're confused about, I want you to reach out to me so we can get these credits fixed, so you can get your car, you can get your house, or whatever it is you're trying to do. But it starts here by you pulling that credit report, reading it, and making sure it's accurate. Okay. So let me share my screen with you guys. Give me 1 second. And I did put the link to where I'm going in the description. So if you look in the description, it's going to be there for you. All right. Okay, here we go. All right, so this is the site that you should be at. I know we talked about this yesterday, but I was getting a couple of text messages from you guys, and you was like, well, what does the site actually look like? I want to make sure I'm at the right site. I want to make sure I'm not putting my information into the wrong site. So this is exactly what you should be. Let me see if I can zoom in here. Is it going to let me zoom in? Can you guys see that? I feel like you can't see it. I see it, but not good enough. Let's see if I can zoom it. I don't know why it won't let me zoom. Not letting me zoom it. Okay, but this is the site. So you're going to go to www.annualcreditreport. Do not put an S at the end. Annualcreditreport.com. And then when you get there, you want to go here where it says free, request your free credit report. And as you can see, this little yellow notification, it says during the COVID-19 pandemic, accessing your credit is important. That's why Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion are continuing to offer free weekly online credit reports. So if you've been following me for a while, do you remember when I told you that you can pull your credit report for free? That was back in 2020, I believe, when I was telling you guys to go ahead and pull your free credit report. So it has been extended. So you want to take advantage of that. And this is what I want you to do. So when you do get here, go ahead and click on request your free credit reports. When you do that, you're going to fill in this form. Again, you're going to click this button, request your credit reports, right? And then you will fill in all of your information. And you're going to have to do that for all three. Now, I would recommend, I've had some people say, oh, I went and did it and something happened where I didn't get my credit report. Well, sometimes if you answer, let me take this down. If you answer the questions wrong, then you won't be able to get it. You will actually have to send in like a letter of request, and then you can still get it. So my advice to you is to do it on a computer where if you're in a quiet space and you're actually paying attention to what you're doing, because you got to remember that your credit report is sensitive information and they're just not going to give your credit report to just anybody. So you got to be paying attention to what you're doing. Now, remember, you can do this once a week, okay? Once a week. So when you do it, the reason why I want you to be on a computer is when you do it, they're going to give it to you on the screen. You want to print that to PDF, not per se like print it and you get paper. You want to actually print it, and then you want to go where the printer will be and you want to click that box. Let me see if I can show you guys that, because I know a lot of people are visual. And I want to make sure you guys get this. Okay. So say for instance, this was my credit report, right? This page here, and I wanted to print it. So when your credit report comes up, after you get all three of these, right? After you get it. So when you go to Experian, they're going to show you your credit report. When you go to TransUnion, they're going to show you your credit report. When you go to Equifax, they're going to show you your credit report. What you want to do is when that credit report comes up, you want to, you want to print it, right? So it's going to give you the option to print it. And you can see mine already say save the PDF because I'm always saving things to PDF. But normally what you will probably see is a printer there, right? You will see a printer and you just want to go in and you want to change it and you want to put save as PDF. And then when it asks you to save, when you do that, you can go down to the bottom and you're going to see it. It's going to say save. It's not going to say print. It's going to say save. And I'm going to show you what it's going to do. So it's going to say save, right? And y'all can see I'm working on the passive income book. So I was just actually working on it. But what you would do, it's freezing a little bit. But what you would do, I don't want to put it in my book folder because I'm actually working on a book. So I'm going to put it on the desktop. Okay. So you just put it like, you'll just put what you want to name it, tell it where you want it to go on your computer. Like since this is just an example, I'm going to put it on my desktop. Normally I would put it into a file, but you put it there, you would name it. And what I would do if I was you, I would name it something like credit report. Let's say this was the TransUnion. So you do credit report, TransUnion, right? And then you put that there so that way you can know where it is. But if you get lost, or if it get lost or you can't find it, you can always type it in your search box here, right? So then you save it. And then that credit report will go to your actual desktop or wherever you actually saved it at. So then you will have all three of your credit reports. Then what you want to do is, if you have more than one screen or monitor, you want to pull all of those credit reports up and review them side by side and make sure everything is accurate. If it's not accurate, you want to start circling things that are not accurate so you can start actually disputing them. And we'll talk about how you can do that a little later on this week. But I definitely wanted to make sure you guys are at least on the right track where you have your credit reports, because I don't want to start talking about more deeper stuff and you guys actually don't have the credit reports are already printed. Now, I know I don't see myself. You guys probably still see me. I don't know what's been going on with this camera, but it's been acted up. But that's okay because we're getting ready to end this video anyway. So, like I said, you guys want to make sure you are downloading all 3 credit reports once a week, checking it for accuracy, and then going and disputing any information that is not accurate. So now that we are at 11:41, we're going to be getting out here at 11:45. If you have any questions, go ahead right now and drop them in the comments, and I will answer your questions for you that pertain to credit. Okay, go ahead. And if I don't see any questions come in, I'll just get out of here. But if you have any questions, you are free to ask them now by dropping them in the comment section for me. If you are on Facebook listening to me, you need to make sure that you give StreamYard permission for you to comment so that I can see your comments. So if you're having that issue, if you're trying to comment on the Facebook, you want to make sure you give them permission. You missed the beginning on how to pull. Okay, that's okay. What's going to happen is when this video is over, Ty, you will be able to watch the replay so you can know exactly how to pull it. Now, if you go into the description where you need to go and pull it, it is already there for you. So if you click on that little URL link where I put pull your credit report at, you'll just click that, and it's called annualcreditreport.com. And you will just pull that, and let me show you the screen just in case you missed how that site actually looked. But like I say, you will be able to see it when you watch the replay. This is the site that you need to be on, guys. This is a site that you need to be on. Anybody else have any questions before we get out of here? This is the site you need to be on. No question is a dumb question, guys. We are going to be leveling up your finances all 2022. I want you guys to win with money, but it starts with you. It starts with you holding yourself accountable. It starts with you being diligent, and it starts with you being serious. Okay. So we answered this question already. I missed the beginning half on how to pull it. Watch the replay. I pulled from them this year already. Can I still? Yes, you can. Like I said before earlier in the video, you are allowed to pull your credit reports once a week right now during the pandemic. So you are allowed one free credit report from all 3 credit bureaus once a week. So you can be pulling this report every week, as many as you like. If you want to pull it once a month, you can, but you can pull it once a week, every 7 days. Okay. Any other questions? Any other questions? Pull those reports, guys. Look at that information. Don't make this harder than it really needs to be. It's very, very simple. It just requires you putting in the time and doing what you are supposed to be doing to get your finances right. If you say you want to buy a house, you say you want to buy a car, you say you want to invest in your business, this is where it starts. Like, it starts with you. No one can do it for you. And this is why I only coach people on how to fix their credit. I don't even fix your credit for you anymore, because I feel like it handicaps you guys, and you guys got to start holding yourself accountable. If you really, really want to be financially free and you want to build a better financial future for yourself, you got to take control of your money. You got to take control of your credit and pay attention to what's going on with it. A lot of times you can be in the 500 with your credit score, but you can easily get into the 600, 700 by just simply pulling your credit report and fixing some inaccuracies. We talked about that yesterday, how I had a client that got student loans off of the credit report just because it was reported inaccurately. It wasn't correct. And just because it wasn't correct, it was not their fault. They had to remove it because they couldn't correct it. So you can just be correcting this information, but you got to take the time and sit down and get the knowledge and follow through. Don't just watch these videos and don't follow through. I really need you guys to follow through. Please follow through. You are very, very welcome. You are very, very welcome. Okay, it's 11:45, guys. Any more questions before we get out of here? Any more questions before we get out of here? We got about 20 more seconds before I say bye. Can you please coach me? Yes, Samantha, please inbox me and I will get you the link so you can set your first meeting and we can talk about my program and how it works. And I will walk you through the process. That's how my coaching program works. I do not fix your credit for you. I show you how to fix your credit, and I walk through that journey with you every step of the way. But I'm going to hold you accountable, and you have to follow through and make sure you're doing everything that I'm telling you to do while you're in my program. This is not only for your benefit, but this is also for your family benefit and for generations and generations to come. So it's very, very important to me as your accountant that you are knowledgeable and you have the knowledge that you need to be successful when it comes to these finances, guys. I got you, Miss Samantha. Go ahead and inbox me and I will send you the link so that you can book your appointment. Any other questions before I get out of here, guys? Please do not be afraid. If you could hear the sound of my voice, do me a big favor. Like this video and share this video with your friends and family. You do not know how many people need financial literacy in our community, and they're just dumb about money. Okay, you got people that are making six figures and they're still dumb about money. They're still literally broke. Even though they're making the money, they're still broke because they don't understand how this money game work. And you guys want to make sure you are being educated and you taking in information and using it to the best of your ability, and you're asking questions when you have the ability to ask the questions from somebody that is knowledgeable about what's going on. Doesn't look like we have any more questions. As I promised you guys, listen, I know that sometimes life does happen. I have a question just came. I got a comment that just came in before I end out. Let me get this. Great. I have been fixing mine and my husband for the past 6 months. I just have hospital and student loans that don't look right to me. Just don't know to go after them. I got you. I got you, Samantha. What I do is once I look at the report with you, we'll come up with a game plan, and then we will know exactly what we need to be saying to them. I always tell people it's all about the accuracy. Don't look for these cookie cutter letters. I know a lot of you have been buying letters from different companies and stuff like that, but that letter may just not make sense for your situation. So you want to actually look at that report, look at that account, dig into it, and then think about what you need to be saying to those credit bureaus to get that issue fixed. So you want to make sure you're talking to them based off your particular situation. So don't try to cookie cut this. Don't try to use what someone else is doing for them, because your situation may be totally different. Nobody really knows your experience unless they actually talk to you. So that's why we make your letters from scratch. We don't do copy and paste things like that. We actually sit down and write that letter based on what we have discovered in that credit report. So we'll definitely get on to that. Get on that with you, Samantha. Once you contact my office, I'll get with you and we'll get the ball rolling with that. All right. So again, like I said, guys, if you can like this video, share this video. My main goal is for you to succeed with your money. I do not want you guys living paycheck to paycheck, and it is a process. Do not beat yourself up. Do not be looking at Susie, Tom, or whoever and what they're doing. Focus on you. Focus on you and your financial situation. I don't care if you're making $15,000 a year, if you're making $20,000 a year, if you're making $50,000 a year, if you're making $100,000 a year. Start where you are, because guess what? A person that is making $100,000 a year can be broker than the person that is making the $30,000 a year. So just focus on you and what you're trying to do for your family, and don't worry about what everybody else is doing, because everybody else's situation is different from what your situation is. So don't ever compare yourself to what somebody else is doing. Just be focused on what you are supposed to be doing as an individual to help build a better financial future for you and your family. Now, it doesn't look like we have any more questions. So since we don't have any more questions, I'm going to get ready to get out of here. And as promised, like I was saying before that last comment came in, I am going to be trying to do this every morning, Monday through Friday, coming to you guys, bringing you some information, answering your financial questions. I know sometimes life happens, so it may not happen every day, but I'm going to definitely attempt to do it every day before 12 o'clock. If it's not before 12 o'clock, it'll probably be at 12 o'clock, but I'm going to try to commit to doing it every day from 11:30 to about 11:45. I don't mind if it goes a little bit over, but I'm gonna try to stick into about 15 minutes of a live for you guys. So until we meet next time, guys, I'm here for you. You can get into my inbox. You can call my office as the numbers at the bottom. I'm always available. I'm a real person. Yes, I do have staff, but I'm the person that works with you. I'm the person that works on your credit with you. Is not going to be some third party person. We're going to be in this game together, and we're going to make sure you get where you need to get financially. So I will see you guys tomorrow, hopefully God's will. If you have any questions after this live, always feel free to drop them in the comments. I'll answer them as soon as I can. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday already. Can you believe it? I'll see you guys later. Bye.